just about that time. Can-Am hockey. The Herb Brooks Arena alongside the 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York. My name is Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. So good to be here. So glad you'd have me here. As we're in the big leagues, the big leagues here, adult Can-Am hockey. As we get a breakaway one-on-one in the slot to the backhand. And there's your icebreaker, folks, 33 seconds in. And the Mites on the board first. Just 34 seconds in, and the Mites now to a quick lead. And we'll have 3 12-minute periods in this round-robin section of the tournament. No overtime in the round-robin, and no timeouts. As the Mites working it across neutral ice, out to the right wing side, centering pass broken up, and this one scored on their own net. Wide open in the slot, trying to sweep it away, catching the goaltender off guard. And now just over a minute into this first period, and the Mites with a 2-0 lead. This might be a high-scoring game here, folks. Hoping to see the Blues get up into the offensive zone, as it's been quite early.
Mites goal scored by number 91, Hennessey. Assistant number 69, Kevin Clark. Top of the goal, 10:59, first period.
The Blues with an opportunity to set up the forecheck, conservatively heading in on the offense as this is played out to neutral ice. Kicked out into the Blues defensive zone, handled out to the left wing side, out across to the right wing. This will get the Blues deep into the offensive zone as the Mites come up with possession. Played out to neutral ice. From the right wing side. Picked up by the Blues as things settle down a little bit here for the Blues. These first few shifts, typically a matter of getting a sense for how the ice skates. As these skaters are on a little bit more of a narrower dimension on this 80 rink in preparation of the 2023 University Winter Games, World University Winter Games. This will last for a long time. Many other events will be able to compete on this ice as the Blues get their first shot. And that one brushed away by the glove of the Mites netminder. Out across neutral ice, towards the right wing side. Mites now in the offensive zone. Pressure down by the half boards. Mites now settling in, looking for the cycle. Played out to neutral ice. This one will go all the way down, and that should be icing. So we'll swing back to the left side of the rink into Blues territory with 8:38 remaining first period action. Mites with a 2-0 lead. Last couple of minutes for the Blues have been successful, able to get out of the defensive zone readily enough. Still yet to get aggressive up in the offensive zone. Might be a little bit gun shy right now, but as things settle in, the confidence will build. It's been 2 years since the last time we had adult Can-Am hockey here on the 80 rink. 3 years. 3 years.
COVID canceled this out in 2020, so 2019 was the last time.
That's correct. That is correct.
This
because
I know.
It ran.
I lost a lot of money that year.
That's my producer, Matt Scheller, who skated in that 2019 Adult Can-Am Hockey Tournament. A defenseman, naturally. But you'll often find him around the arena behind a camera or wiring things up. Every once in a while, he's schmoozing with the skaters, telling stories of the glory days. All good times. Activity here at the Olympic Center is shut down after March 2020. Here are the Mites back on offense with a shot. Mites up 2-0 on the power of a breakaway goal, one-on-one with the goaltender. With 34 seconds into the game, and then an errant defensive play in the slot, scoring on their own net. The Blues put one in. So technically, the Mites have only put one puck in the net, as the Blues getting a little bit more stiff in the defensive zone. Starting to get their legs underneath them a bit as this ice gets shaved up a little. 6:45 remaining first period action. Very easy to get discouraged when you go down 2-0 within the first minute of the game. There's plenty of hockey to be played as the Mites cross neutral ice from the left wing side. Played out to the circle, picked up by the Blues. Blues out across neutral ice, easing it up on the left wing side with pressure coming by the far side half boards. Played out to the end boards. From the point, wrister as this one's paddled away. Mites come up with possession, looking for the outlet as this comes out across neutral ice. From the left wing side, the off-winger with a wrister as that's deflected up into the glass. Played back out to neutral ice. A steady pace between both of these teams here. See no checking at this level. Some of these folks, well, they can't really afford any injuries, can they? Takes longer to recover at this point.
Gotta go to work on Monday.
That's right. Gotta make the drive, right?
Yeah, but the saying in adult league is, I gotta go to work on Monday.
That's right.
Beer league, adult league, not sure what they call it anymore.
I call it the big leagues. Because I don't know any better.
The big kids. The big kids.
I don't know, are we allowed to say that?
What's that?
The big kids.
Oh yeah, the big kids.
Okay. I'm very careful about what I say. You wouldn't guess it by any of my broadcasts, but I am. Blues coming away with possession off of the face-off. Just outside of 5 minutes remaining first period action. And a little stick handling, a drop pass, but poor communication there. Great setup. I would have liked to see that taken up on the left wing side, just take it all the way in. Played in on net as the Blues now on the attack, set up on the back door, could not connect as this comes across to neutral ice. Blues starting to feel it a little bit. As this is turned over at neutral ice. Hanging on to get in on sides from the left wing side at the half boards, feeding the top of the slot. Deflected out towards the far side corner. As this is stripped away, and a breakout. A great look there. Well played in the neutral zone by the defense. The Mites were able to intercept that pass. Otherwise, that'd have been a breakaway. Blues making some opportunities late in this period. Backhander deflected down below the goal line. As this is played back out to neutral ice. Played out towards the left wing boards with help in the slot. That's swatted away. Back out to neutral ice. And from down on the ice, still playing the puck. Into the slot, shot deflected wide of the net. As this goes out to the point. Down around the corner. With 3:08 remaining, first period action, down by 2. Blues trailing 2-0. Played out to the right wing side, shot for the wide side. As that's paddled away. Out across neutral ice. Played across the center stripe, across the blue stripe, and played deep into the offensive zone. Blues making changes away from the play. And now 69 on the left wing side. With a play out in front as that's covered up. And that'll gain the whistle.
First whistle in about 8 minutes, Glenn.
It has been constant play.
Boys at this age, they don't like that. They like those little 10, 15-second rests.
You know, it's ironic because in the youth hockey, there's a lot more whistles. And they probably would like to have more continuous play.
The refs like it. The timekeeper likes it. The tournament likes it, but not the players.
Played out to the low slot as this one's covered up once again. And that's a long wait on the whistle. I guess the goaltender's got to prove himself. .202 remaining, first period action. Face off in the Mites offensive zone. No penalties thus far. Less likely to see penalties, I would imagine. Without the checking, you don't have to worry about whether an elbow comes up high or whether there's a cross check. Usually means that the spacing is a little bit more between the players, so you might not see quite as much of the trip or the slash. 98 seconds left, period 1. Mites have been pretty quiet on the offensive end. Gotten some shots off, but nothing significant. Played through neutral ice. Mites entering in the offensive zone from the left wing side, from the faceoff circle. Out to the back door, swatted away. Good defensive effort out in front of the crease after that was paddled away. That right there is what you call a scoring opportunity. The Mites truly had the Blues on the ropes. From the right wing side, with help coming to the back door, and that's broken up in the slot. Played out to neutral ice. The Mites waiting to clear the zone. And back in, half minute left in the period. We'll have a brief intermission between these periods. Quick changeover on these games. A lot of calories being burned out here, huh? You got to make room for more replenishing calories. Oh! And from the low slot, right out from the corner and then ticked up to the back of the net, and the Mites, with 12 seconds remaining in the period, bookending their period with goals, opening up 34 seconds in, picking one up, and now 12 seconds out from the end. And now the Mites up 3-0. And racing for more from the left wing side. 4 seconds left. That's chucked out to the blue line. 1 second left. And that will do it for period one. At the end of one period of play, Mites leading 3-0 on the power of 2 quick goals within the first minute of the period, and then 1 at the tail end. We'll take a quick break, step outside, check the barometric pressure. What's that? When we come back, we'll have baking tips with Marty from the 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York. You're watching Can-Am Hockey, the big leagues. All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome to the second period, the period of the long change. As we open up, Mites leading 3-0 over the Blues. And this is our second period. As the Blues trying to get on the board from the left wing side. Shot, rebound out in front. And this one stopped by the Mites netminder.
No, I believe that went in. That was a
Is
goal.
that right? Everybody's drifting over to neutral ice. I think you're right.
Fired home off the rebound.
Yeah. And so the Blues on the board, narrowing the gap. And some of the scouts have been talking about this number 2. He's been carrying the puck through neutral ice very well. Aggressive.
Assistant number 91, Dan Hennessey. Time of the goal, 12 seconds in the first period.
And so Hennessey started off with a shot. That was a rebound, and then followed through out in front. For those of you who are trying to track any of the game info.
Number 17, Liam McDonald. Assistant number 2, Patrick McDowell.
Check that.
Time of the goal, 11:29 first period.
That's McDuff from McDuff. So McDuff puts it on net. That rebounds out in front. McDuff closes the deal. For those of you curious about what the stats are, you can check out one of the relatively new features that Can-Am Hockey has, canamhockey.com. Go to the game info link. Find all of the game info, the official scorekeeping. Remember, anything that I say is not official. I am neither the scorekeeper nor the official. Played out in front as the Mites now on the offense. From the right wing side, played out to the left wing. From below the goal line. Played out in front. And the Blues looking to clear. The Mites goaltender playing a little bit of a cheerleader out there, as I've heard him several times clapping the stick off of the ice. At other levels, that would indicate someone's coming out of the penalty box. But here, that's just a little rah, rah, rah to keep the motivation up for the offense. And now the Blues, as they open up the second period with a goal, and showing a little bit more feistiness in defending the neutral zone. Played from the right wing side, shot wide of the net as this plays out to the far side half boards. Chucked out towards the low right slot. Mites doing a good job of keeping the puck in play out in front of the net. Setting up with help on the back door. for redirect. This is played around the dashers in the corner. Now a lead pass out on the right wing side with help trailing in the slot. Blues work it down below the goal line. This is met up at the half boards. Up to the point, wristed up in front. Nice off-speed wrister as that one bounces through the slot. Picked up by the Mites. From the right wing side. This is broken up. Another example there of the Blues getting right on the puck. Trailing 3-1. 8:14 remaining, second period action. Top two teams in the division at the end of the round robins will play for gold on Sunday. Now the Mites coming into the offensive zone. Heavy defense. Right out to the half boards. And the Blues with an outlet pass to the left wing side. Open look. Working inside to the back door. And a close call for the Mites. Right out to the point. Wrister kicked out in front. Played back out to neutral ice. And it very close, almost turnover there. Just as the Mites were getting fresh skates out on the ice. Bit of a soft pass getting out of the neutral zone, or out of the defensive zone. The Mite skater came off of the bench, was able to pick up the puck. Couldn't make much of it, but here they are holding the forecheck. From the half boards, out to the middle. Top of the slot, playing out towards the left wing side. As this is broken up and taken out to neutral ice. Back out across neutral ice with 6.5 to go, second period action. Glenn Burnett here alongside camera operator, producer, occasional commentator, Matt Scheller. Laid out in front of the net. Grabbing the puck and a skate along with it, to boot. Is that how the phrase goes? To boot?
Another 5-6 minute shift there without a whistle. I like it. Keep this baby rolling.
You've got to be breaking a sweat down there.
Oh yeah. I mean, these guys, usually most of these guys play all winter long. This is either the end of their season or maybe just a fun tournament the boys get together with, but it's exhausting and painful.
Big opportunity here, Matt. Look at the backhand. As that one kick save and then swatted away. Trailing close behind. This goes out to the left wing side. Played down towards the goaltender. Now out to the right wing side. From the half board. Played back towards the point, but intercepted by the Blues. Worked out through the slot. Just outside of 5 minutes remaining in the period. As the Mites come up with it. And an interception in the defensive zone. As the Blues played out to the right wing side. Swept away, and the Blues with strong presence in the neutral zone. To the back check. Shot around the end boards, out towards the near side. And once again, the Blues back across neutral ice looking for the offensive zone again. Blues trailing by 2. From the right wing side. Kick save, swatted up through the slot. It's delayed? Delayed offsides here?
I didn't see. You're talking about no automatic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just youth. That's Pee-wees and squirts. Or squirts and mites, whatever. That's the worst rule in all the sports, Glenn.
Thank you.
Talk about slowing the game down.
Played into the slot. That's a turnover in the middle of the defensive zone. They call that a no-no. It's a no-no-no if it's a blind pass turnover in the defensive zone. Now the Mites out towards the left wing side. The off winger with a backhanded pass into the slot. Paddle save down on the ice.
If I'm correct, that's Lake Placid zone. Ryan Cutter in net for the Long Island Blues.
Really?
Yeah, Ryan works here for Orta, taking photos. Let's go in deep, find out. Yep, that's Ryan.
You know what?
That's Ryan. He always likes to find a team if they need him.
Yeah. I was talking to him a couple weeks ago during the last weekend of the youth tournament, and he said he might be playing. He was pretty sure of it. And another break. Who is that? 2? Can we get him? Can we get him looked up? Looked at by the USA channel? Number 2. Is it too late? Maybe Chicago Steel looking for a swift skater, strong puck handler. Into the middle.
17 from LI,
wow.
Pretty good.
A little savoir-faire right there.
Oh.
To the next intermission, I'm going to get a look at the online information. See if I can pick up a little bit of color for these teams. I'm sure we'll get a chance. And there's a wrister, long-range wrister, from the right wing circle. And that makes it a 1-goal puck game, folks, as the Blues swift to the back of the net.
Number 2 for the Blues. Al McInnes.
Is that who that is? Al McInnes?
No, that is number 2 would be
McDuff?
It's not Patrick McDonald.
McDonald.
He's a Mick.
Okay.
A Mick scored that one. McDonald, not McInnes.
Number 2, Patrick McDonald. Assist to number 7. Patrick McDonald. Time of the goal, 2:14, second period.
Good Irish boy, or Scottish. Which one is it, Mac or Mick for Scottish and Irish?
Oh, that's a good one. I think you'll find it both. You'll find it both on Mick, and on Mac, I think maybe it's more
I'm gonna go Irish.
Scotch.
Really? Macador. So I'm Macadory. And my grandfather was Irish. I think it might be Irish. Let's find out after this.
Okay.
Because I know these guys want to know.
That's one of those Ask Me Anything segments, isn't it?
Well, in men's league, you got to fill the time, especially when you don't have names.
Last minute of the play in the second period.
Final minute here. In a 1-goal puck game.
Nice save. Little tidbit, Ryan just started playing hockey 4 or 5 years ago, so he's playing pretty good.
I know that last time he played back in 2019, he also did the shootout.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just getting his teeth into this game.
Maybe it was goalie he just started 5 years ago. I know for a fact he bought pads and started picking up games wherever he could.
That's one way to do it. Repetitions. Second icing. of the game? I think so. Just 10 seconds left. Yeah, he's looked pretty strong on you know, aside from the one where his own teammate shot it in the net. You don't expect your own teammate to fling a puck with that velocity towards the net. And that was just kind of an overreaction, a little anxious move there. And then the breakaway, and hard to fault a goaltender on a breakaway. Everything else has been solid. He's faced a lot of shots. As we get a look at the scoreboard, Mites leading 3-2. Blues coming back in that second period. We'll take a quick break, step outside, check the dew point. Dew point, dew point, dew point, yes. When we come back, we'll tell you why you don't store the transmission in the linen closet. The 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York. You're watching Can-Am Hockey, the big leagues, the big boys. We'll be right back.
Big catcher. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. All right, folks. It is that time. This is where it all happens. And the Mites, once again with an early period goal, 10 seconds in, increasing the margin back to 2. As we open up third period action, my name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and coloring commentary. What is that called? What is the role called?
Color commentary?
Color finger painting commentary.
Color by numbers commentary?
Color by numbers commentary.
Actually,
number 2.
That kind of works.
It does work. Number 2.
Daniel Callahan. Assistant number 3, Dan Portman. Some of the goal, 11:50, third period.
So that was Danny O'Callahan on the goal there.
From Sandusky, Ohio. Danny, the lesser-known older brother of Tommy Callahan.
Go Tommy.
Actually, it's O'Callahan. That reference doesn't work. Sorry, sorry, Danny.
You know
I
what?
tried.
When you're painting by numbers, you want to try to stay within the lines. But if you're painting by numbers, you're going to go out of the lines. It's just the way that it works. I knew I had to let that sit on the air for a moment.
Nice goal there from the Blues to get back in it. Number 6.
This has been very competitive between both teams. From the first minute, you would never have guessed it, but you never project a whole game based on that early first or second shifts. You got to let the heart rate get up to about 70 first. It might be their resting heart rate. But you got to get the heart rate up a little bit. You got to break a sweat. You got to get the legs underneath you. Now it's 4-3. Both teams scoring early in this third period.
Who's number 6 there from Long Island?
Whose goal scored by number 6, Alex Demetrenko.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Assistant number 17, Liam McDonald. Time of the goal, 10:48, third period.
Public address, voice of gold, Wyatt Cassidy, letting me know who scored that goal, because my play-by-play guy is too slow on the draw.
Huh? from the far side corner, behind the net, centering pass, shot, and this one looked like it caught Ryan in the shoulder, and out to the top shelf on the far side, as the Mites now go up 5-3.
Shout out to the Long Island Blues from Paul Torrey, their teammate missing in action, getting ready for the Miracle on Ice camp. He wants to let the boys know he's here in spirit, but he also said to check their sticks. Many of them play with
Oh, pine tar? Pine tar is too light?
Cork sticks. Paul lets me know. Said to have Can-Am check them.
Okay, I thought it was pine tar.
He said they'll find any advantage they can and to have Can-Am keep their eye on the Blues this weekend. So, Paul Torrey.
Older brother of Tom Torrey.
Yeah, giving us some insight into his own team. Throwing him under the bus early here in the Challenge Cup.
I can only imagine if Paul is referencing cork sticks, that he must be, what is he, the nephew of Joe Torrey?
Very well could be. They're both from the Long Island, New York City region. Although I'm not sure if Paul or if Joe is from there. But I know they are brothers. Paul and Joe are definitely brothers.
Are they really? Okay. You know what? I'll second that.
Paul Torrey is a 5-year Miracle on Ice camper.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's all of the years, isn't it?
That's all of them. This will be the 5th year starting Sunday.
You know, it's just revisiting the golden days of Miracle on Ice Fantasy Camp from 2019. They did a front page photo on the 40th anniversary. I think, what is it? Yeah, 40th anniversary of the 80 gold team. Ryan with the save. Laid into the corner. This is chucked out towards the side of the net. 7:45 remaining in regulation.
I think the Miracle on Ice was played on this rink, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll have to look that up.
I think it was here.
It's
a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Well, yeah. Over time, I think the wood shrinks.
Yep, that's what happened. That makes sense.
That's probably, is that why they call it the 1980 rink? Or they just
if I'm not mistaken, right here is where Buzz Schneider fired the first goal.
Schneider with the goal from the left wing side.
Fired a rocket. And then right there and there, Mark Johnson.
They scored everything on that end of the ice, no?
Yep. And then right there, Mike Eruzione.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me about the brand of skates there. Are those Vapors? Yes.
So the game of hockey changed forever inside that little zone right there that you're watching, boys. Nothing was ever the same after that miracle.
Isn't that true
ago.
with everything? Like, life changed after you said that. I'll look back 40 years from now and say, you know, from the moment that Matt pointed out all of those goals from the Miracle on Ice game, nothing's been the same.
No, now more people have new information in their heads.
That's right. And we need that. We need that. From the left wing side, centering pass. Shut down.
Number 51 does not look happy about something.
Well, of all the things to be unhappy about, something is one of them. As this one slips out to neutral ice, as the brothers McDonald looking for another break, trailing by 2 with 6.5 to go in this final stanza. Intercepted on the right wing side, shot, kicked away. Laid out to the point, a half clapper, that comes off the side of the iron. This is eased up across neutral ice. McDonald from the right wing side, shot off the side of the net. Going to play it back out in front with help in the slot. 2-on-2 coming in on the offense. losing an edge, giving up the body. It's going to require a little bit of an ice bath. Okay, from the left wing side into the slot, shot. That goes wide of the net. 5 minutes remaining in this third period. McDonald looking for the exit door. Play from the left wing side. Chuck to the near side corner. Out to neutral ice. And here comes 69. Played into the corner. Shot. And that one goes right down Broad Street as Cutler comes up with the stop.
Cutter. If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure.
Look for that L. I think there's a silent L in.
There's a silent. I think there's an invisible L in there.
I know. I can't trust the internet. It just says C-U-T-T-L-E-R.
Oh, okay. I always thought it was Ryan Cutter. Ryan is not going to be happy that they didn't know his last name. Sorry, buddy. I really did think it was Cutter.
Well, you'll sit in the penalty box for 2 minutes.
I'm going to Facebook to find out for sure. There's a number 6 out there. Paul wants us to know that he never shoots, and even if he's in front of the net, he's going to make that pass. Alex Dimitrikos, I believe.
You know what?
Right there, he's got the puck now. Oh, no.
That usually means they're a ringer, because ringers often
don't like to
try to bring other players up.
Putting the pressure on the goaltender down low. So Alex, team's going to need you to shoot now, because you've got 3 minutes to do it. That message comes in care of Paul Torrey, not me. I'm the messenger.
Paulie! Played out to the near side, out across neutral ice. Fed out towards the right side. Picked up by the Blues. 3 minutes remaining. Game time. And this, the inaugural game of our round robin weekend. Played out in front and just missing the connection. Heavy defensive pressure in the low slot. Played out to the right wing side. As the McDonald's getting ready to come out on the ice. From the left wing side. Now they're both listed as number 7 on the electronic roster. It's Patrick and Liam. So now the next trivia question is, which one's number 2? Patrick? Patrick, I think.
For what team? The
Blues.
Mites?
Blues.
The Blues?
Blues.
Patrick is number 7. Liam is 17. But you're right, they're both at 7, but they cross it off, and we get the official score sheet from Wyatt in the scorekeeper's box before the game to make sure all those inconsistencies are dealt with officially. 1:38 remaining. Let's see if they can tie it up.
On the right wing side. Ah, yes. There's a taped one that is starting to peel off. On 17. 1:14 remaining. Played up into the offensive zone. Mites trying to spread it one more time. And they do. Little tic-tac-toe to the back of the goal. As that was fed from the left wing side into the low slot, back out to the left wing side. Caught Cutler out of position. So Mites now up 6-3.
Rob Clark with that goal. Rob actually is a clerk, believe it or not, at Safeway. So that worked out well for him. His parents named him well.
That's perfect. You know, they say dress for the job you want, right?
Nice goal scored by number 22.
Name your kid for the job you want.
Assist to number 22, Jacob Pine, and number 3, Dan Portland. Time to goal, 1 minute, third period.
Dan Hennessey. Now, if that is the Dan Hennessey that I went to school with, and he didn't call me, I'm going to find out. Because it's from the same area.
You know, not everybody calls.
I think there's more than one Dan Hennessey?
Well, not every Dan Hennessey calls. Only one Dan Hennessey can call.
Daniel, better not be you, buddy. Friggin' my team captain at Trinity Pauling. One of my good friends. If he's in Lake Placid.
And that does it. That'll close out regulation.
Number 91, where are you?
Wrapping up our first game on the 80 rink.
Let's find out. That doesn't look like
As
it.
the Mites celebrate the victory, picking up 2 points in the standings. 2 points or 2.5 points? Since they're the big kids.
It's 2.4 at Can-Am.
Okay.
I like to keep things different.
As both teams will gather at the center stripe to exchange goodwill on the handshake line.
That's not my Dan Hennessey. He's safe.
As the goaltenders drop their gloves for the handshakes, of course. Good game, good game. Safe travels, good meals, and good luck. What a great day to be a hockey player. What a great day to be named Dan Hennessey. From the 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York, we'll step away for a moment, get set for another one. My name is Glenn Burnett alongside Matt Scheller. You're watching Can-Am Hockey. The big leagues, the big boys, the big kids. Call them what you want. We'll be right back.